Good morning and welcome to Empowered by DNA Dialogue, Networking, Aspire. Good morning and happy Mother's Day weekend. Congratulations to all of our amazing graduates out there who are graduating from middle school to high school, from high school to college, from college to adulthood. So definitely, I'm sure everybody has power-packed weekend. And so just wanted to stop in for just a bit and hopefully you're joining in. We are watching our comments this morning. So if you have some, put them in there. Listen, I have an amazing guest today. She is not only an educator, but she is an entrepreneur. And if that's not enough, she is a mother of two sons. Okay, got a lot going on. She's got a lot going on, and she's coming to us from that very sunny, warm state of Florida. And so we just want to talk with her this morning. So I hope that you will be engaged today and join us today for dialogue. Empowered by DNA with Nikki. And again, I am Nikki. So good morning, Shawnta. How are you?
Yes. Good morning. I'm well. Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course, of course. It is my pleasure to have you here. So I know that you are an educator in the state that you live in Florida. I know that you are also an entrepreneur. We're going to talk about the glow body and beauty. Okay,
Yes.
definitely want to talk about that. And you've been running like some great promotions and stuff for your business. I've been watching, I've seen them. So definitely want to get into that. And then you're also a mother. So happy Mother's Day to you. Um,
Thank you. Same to you
thank
and
you.
everyone watching. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes, I hope it's an amazing weekend for you. So let's get into this question. I always ask this question to everybody that I talk to. What is something that's funny or interesting about you that just looking at you, we would never know?
Well, I think people might know a little bit now because I just recently posted something. um, I don't, it may not be too funny, but I think some people may not know that I'm very much a city girl, but I'm also very much a country girl. So, I love being on farms and being in that atmosphere. And even though I'm slightly afraid of a few of those animals, I love horses. I've always wanted to learn how to horseback ride. And I think I posted a picture of myself because I recently went horseback riding last weekend. So for the first time in a long time. So I think that's something a lot of people don't know about me.
Awesome, Shanta. Yeah, I didn't know that. I just would look at you and picture you riding horses, but you do it. That is
Yes.
that is amazing. Good stuff there. So
Yes.
that's very interesting. But good stuff. That's amazing. Great job, Brad. Was it okay? I guess you stayed.
Yeah, it was no, it was a little bit the weather was a little rough. It rained the whole time and I'm riding on the horse thinking, please don't slip down here because we are in the middle of the forest. But more so, please don't let any bears come out because the forest is known for bears. So I'm like, we don't want to take off.
Right, right. Oh wow.
So, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Okay, so my main reason for wanting you on here is not that you're an amazing woman, just all the different stuff that you're doing, but tell me about Glow Body and Beauty and how did you get to what brought you to want to create this particular business? And I know that this business includes some non-invasive services, so definitely tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Glow Body and Beauty came up. Well, I've always wanted to be in the spa business, in the beauty enhancement business. I just wasn't sure what specifically I wanted to do. Um, so Glow Body and Beauty came about. I was like, well, I don't have time to really do the aesthetics as of right now. getting into doing facials and things like that. So I'm like, I don't have the time. That also costs a good bit of money. I said, so, this opportunity came about from another young lady that I've met, and I was actually receiving services with her. And she became licensed as an instructor. So when that opportunity came about, I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna take the class, and that's where Glow Body and Beauty started. So once I took the class and everything, and did a lot of research behind the services and how I can actually provide these to other people, um, I was really engaged and really interested. So Glow Body and Beauty, Glow was actually abbreviated. So people always ask me, well, what does Glow, what does it stand for? So it does stand for God Loves on Women. So my services are not just for women, they are for men as well. They are, I provide all non-invasive services. So it's not to deter anybody from, wanting to go the surgery route if that's what they choose to do. Because I was actually on that route myself, and, about to go under the knife because, after having two children via C-section, my body just didn't snap back like I wanted it to, exercise that and everything. So, but that was, another reason why I wanted to begin these services, to give women and men another option outside of surgery. There's so many things happening now with people going under the knife or going overseas and getting these services done and not making it back home.
Yes.
So, you know, there's just other options out here, and I wanted to be the one to, engage and be able to provide those services to others as well. So that's
Awesome.
where it all started.
Oh, awesome, Shanta. Good stuff. And you answered half of my questions in your in that, because I was going to ask you about was it for men, and you did say yes. You also men can also come in and see you for those services. I have to tell you,
Yes.
I love the name God Loves on Women. That is amazing. I out of Glow,
Thank
I
you.
wouldn't have thought about it, but truly amazing. So not only it sounds like are you providing a service, but if they just understand like the name that you have. So how did you come up with the acronym or that G.L.O.W?
Um, well, it took me a minute. I really had to pray on that name, and I was like, I need something that is going to not only be inviting or catchy, but I needed to stand for what I stand for, which
Mm,
is standing on God. So I needed to speak volumes to not only to myself and my business, but to other, like I said, it's not just for women, but just for men, and I said that, and I've added women because I wanted it to also, I think us as women, we're a lot harder on ourselves,
yeah.
when it comes to self-esteem and confidence. And, even, like I said, after having children, our bodies may not snap back the way, we're used to, we wanted to, we get older, things begin to look different. So,
Sure.
I wanted it to really touch the heart of women. But like I said, this is no discrimination here. It's definitely for men. I believe men also go through the same thing. Um, we go through hit certain ages, go through midlife crisis. So it's like we want to be confident in who we are and be comfortable in our own skin. Okay, because I believe in Psalms 139:14, because I
Come on.
praise you because we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And I need everyone to know that, not just to go out and grab surgery, but know that who you are and who you are in God.
You are so amazing, Shanta. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for reminding us we are fearfully and wonderfully, beautifully made by God's
Yes.
hands. So let's talk about these non-invasive services. What are they? Like, what are the different services that you offer?
The first service and the most popular one that I offer is the ultrasonic cavitation. So the ultrasonic cavitation, and it can be performed below the neck, any body part below the neck. So thighs, arms, most importantly the stomach. Everybody wants the stomach done, including myself. So I put my stuff out there. So basically, what that does is it sends the ultrasonic waves through the deep tissue and the parts of where maybe exercise and diet don't really get rid of.
Mhm.
So it helps to liquefy that fat and actually get that fat to drain through your lymphatic system. As you know, we have lymph nodes everywhere in different places of our body. So that's where I try to get those fat cells to liquefy and get it to drain through that lymphatic system. Now, with that service can also come along with, I also provide wood therapy. I know there's quite a few celebrities that actually also are very much advocates for wood therapy. And I actually, if I can show those to everybody, I was like, what in the world is wood therapy? So, they are actually wooden tools. So I
Mhm.
have some here. And this actually also helps to break down the fat. Now, this I have to be a little bit more aggressive. I have to warn people that
Mhm.
with these tools that I have to be a little bit more aggressive. They are not for everyone.
Okay.
Everyone doesn't like them, and that's perfectly fine. And some people, thoroughly do enjoy them. I like using them, and I also like receiving it.
Okay.
So it does help to break down the fat. You may get a little bruising.
Mhm.
Um, due to it, but it does help to actually contour the body parts as well. So some of them look like rolling pins, like this right here.
Mhm.
And they're used on different body parts. This one may be used, on the stomach or the thighs, a little bit more of a larger area.
Mhm.
This tool as well. I like to use this to kind of contour and shape the fat where I want it to go.
Mm.
So, with people, I provide a service called like butt enhancements and breast enhancements.
Mhm.
So sometimes I use this tool also to kind of get it to shape those body parts as well.
Well, you're
So
saying instead of like going to another country to get the butt enhancement, you're actually naturally moving things in the body to where we want them to go.
yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
Yes, ma'am. So, Brazilian butt lifts is basically deemed as one of the most dangerous invasive surgeries there are. There are women just losing their lives based on this. And again, I'm not trying to deter anyone from doing what they choose to do, but it's just being knowledgeable about both options, and seeing what's best for you. I understand that some people want it right now. They rather just go through the 6 weeks or 12 weeks of downtime they have to have. With my services, there isn't any downtime. You still, the one thing that they do have in common is that you have to do the work. You still have to exercise, you still have to eat right, otherwise you're just going to go right back to the way you were. So,
So
no
no
pain,
miracle
no
work.
gain. Yeah. So the ultrasonic cavitation, wood therapy, um, excuse me, the ionic foot detox is one of the other services that I do offer. Does help with poor circulation, definitely helps you sleep. I always suggest to my clients, please make sure you're going home after having this service. Relax, get you, nice tea, lots and lots of water with all of my services. You have to be a water drinker, um, however you drink it. um, and the ionic foot detox, I really like to use that if there aren't any other skin issues with the feet. Those who are diabetic and not sensitive to different temperatures and things like that, I definitely recommend that um, for those clients who suffer with that. Um,
So with the foot
Another
detox,
service.
I don't mean to cut you off. The foot detox, like what is that doing? Like
It's
how?
actually pulling the impurities out of your body because we have so many pores at the bottom of our feet.
Okay.
So it's actually pulling some of those toxins out of your body while you're sitting there. And like I said, the water will sometimes be depending on what's going on with your body. If you're having liver issues, or if you're having kidney issues, or anything like that, the water will show it.
Okay.
So, and I do use different types of salts, depending on, maybe if you're having issues with muscles. I used to suffer from restless leg syndrome. So, but once I started doing the foot detox, it eventually went away. I haven't had it in a long time. So it definitely is very beneficial.
Awesome.
Another service that I offer is the sauna wraps. So just like if you're going to a sauna in the gym,
Mhm.
I can come wrap any body part that you would like. using a lymphatic drainage oil. Some people don't use any type of oil or like coconut oil or anything like that when they're going into the sauna before they wrap themselves.
Mhm.
So that's what I do, so that it's actually helping you to lose fat. Again, detoxification is big with that service as well. So I just put you in the whole sauna. It gets pretty hot. I can get it up to about 170.
Ah, we could.
Yes, you're going to sweat. You do have to wear special clothing. I have a very private room. So you're there, you're going to sweat it out. And after a good exercise, or if you just want to come and have a relaxation day, I do suggest the sauna wrap. And like I said, I can wrap any part of your body: arms, legs, stomach. And I use the tight black wrap. So I'm going to get you to sweat it out.
All right.
Yes. So, RF skin tightening is another service. I usually like to do that along with my ultrasonic cavitation. The RF skin tightening actually helps with a lot of the aging process that we see with our skin. So, if you have cellulite, definitely want to use the RF skin tightening. If you have just like droopy skin, that'll help with tightening that. So that's usually a process that's a part of the ultrasonic cavitation service that I provide. But it's additional if if people want to. It does have radio frequency. Um, so again, depending on health wise, I do have to ask for, a HIPAA form to be signed. I have to know health history, because we don't want anything to affect whatever it is that you have going on medically wise. And some people I have had to turn away, because we want to do what's best for you. Your health does come first, and whatever your medical doctors are telling you.
Yes.
So
Okay. Wow, that's a lot.
yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot. And I do offer things in single packages and packages of three. I do try to, once we have a consultation, very much have to have a consultation before, again, to get all that medical history and things like that. We want to make sure that I'm helping my clients actually pick or choose certain services that are going to meet their needs and their goals. So I do like to set goals. So if you want to lose 10 inches by the end of this year, or by the end of, 10 inches, you lose that in 3 months
Right. Okay.
in your waist with the services, as long as you are following the regimen. And again, adding that, some kind of light exercise, drinking lots of water. I have to tell my clients, listen, we need to drink at least, half of your body weight 48 hours before you come see me.
Wow.
If you engage in alcohol, stop that. Fried food, stop that. All of that before you come see me, and even after, because I do want my clients to be healthy. And I tell them all the time, I'm on this journey with you. Okay. I'm
Wow.
not telling you something that I am not attempting or trying to do myself.
Awesome. Yes. So amazing. So Glow Body and Beauty with Shawnta here. A lot of good information. Things. Honestly, I'll be honest. I never knew like you could. I mean, aside of I guess being born that way or exercising or eating right, that
Right.
these things could be achieved non-invasive. And so I think that's amazing that you can offer these services um, uh, naturally. But as with anything, as you said, whether it's invasive or non-invasive, we still have to do our part. We have to exercise and
Yes.
things like that. So again, it's Mother's Day weekend, so I wanted to invite Shawnta. So for those of you in the Florida area, I guess wherever you are, you could call her, but just so you know, she's in the state of Florida. I mean, I guess if you'll travel out of the country for a dangerous surgery, surely you'll travel to
Right.
another state for something that's non-invasive, but that will help you. So as we end the show, Shawnta, and thank you so much for being a guest and just giving us this great information.
No,
I
of
do like the
course.
fact that you said,
Thank
"Hey,
you.
I wanted to do this business, but I did my research. I got my licenses that I need." And truly, I can tell by our conversation that you're well versed in the services that you offer. So I do invite you, if you haven't giving your mother something, maybe this is something nice that you can give her. The information for Glow Body and Beauty has been scrolling across the bottom of our screen. You have her name here, Shawnta, the name of the business, so you can reach out to her, and either get it for yourself, get it for your mother, get it for your wife, your sister, get it for, hey, Father's Day is coming around the corner.
Yes.
You got a little something going on in the middle, you want to get him help with that, give her a call so maybe he can have his, his 4-pack back. Maybe he won't be sick right off the bat.
We
but
can make it happen.
yes, but she'll help you get the mother two in there too while you at it. So again, thank you so much for being a part of this. And before we close, I always ask every guest that I have, if you could give a man or a woman a piece of advice where it comes to entrepreneurship, balancing life while achieving that destiny, that thing that God has for you, what would it be?
I think I would definitely tell them, be persistent and be consistent.
Mm,
Um, pray about everything before you move, but also to don't give up. It never despise small beginnings.
mm,
So, you may not have reached, or you may not be getting what you think you, or where you should be at this time, but trust that God, that there is a plan, and to make sure that you are also doing your part. Push past the limit.
mm.
So that's what I would
That
tell
one
them.
a preach, Shanta, right there. Push past the limit.
Yeah.
Truly, those last words are definitely could bless me, because you're right. Persistence and consistency is very, very important
Yes.
to get where you want to go. And yes, I think that is a struggle with most of us, despising small beginnings. We want to just blow up, right off,
Right.
but we do have to appreciate and be grateful for where we are. So again, I thank you so much for being a guest on my show, taking a moment to
Thank
talk to
you.
me. For my Podbean followers, I am going to download this to Podbean so that you can also take a part of this great conversation. Listen, y'all, share this. This is some good stuff. Share this.
Yes, please.
Again, we're not trying to keep you from doing invasive surgery if that's what you want, but before you hop that flight over to another country where licenses and requirements may be a bit different, give
Mm-hmm.
Shanta a call. Go visit Glow Body and Beauty, okay? So we love you.
Yes.
Happy Mother's
Yes.
Day again.
Thank you. Love you. Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Congratulations. And Shanta, thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. I appreciate you, and you have a blessed
Thank
Mother's Day as
you. You as well. Bye bye.